We are making vegan breakfast pizza, and that belly ain't ready. Yeah. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Andrew. I'm part of a duo that makes food at makeitdairyfree.com. Listen, I am here to help start your morning off right. You want to make one meal that's going to be good for the whole family and it's nutritious. This vegan breakfast pizza checks all of the boxes on the list. Will my spouse eat it? Will the kids eat it? Is it nutritious enough? Will the dog eat it if my kids want to act like they forgot where their mouth is on their face? Check, check, and check. So there's two ways we can get the job done. One way is the quick and dirty way. No yeast pizza dough. Cook and season the meat substitute. Cook and season an egg substitute. Add them both to the pizza. Boom, done. But the way we're gonna make it in the video is the second way, which is from scratch. There's just something for me that knowing how to pronounce every ingredient that's about to go into my body, I just love. I guess you can call me a control freak, or maybe we could just drop the control part and call me a freak, like a freak of nature. You know what I mean. Y'all ain't putting me on the couch again. You ain't doing it. So to make this lovely pillow of goodness, you can use the everything dough that we have on our website, which includes some yeast. If you don't have yeast, or you just want to move the process along, you could use the no yeast version, which is more of an instant pizza dough. I start off with my dry ingredients, using flour first since it's the largest one. My goal here is I don't want the smaller ingredients to be at the very base of the bowl, since you want everything distributed evenly amongst each other. The one thing I'm doing different here, since I am using the everything dough, is I'm adding a little olive oil into the batter. This is gonna help a bit with that flavor that you usually get inside of pizza dough, and it's also gonna help crisp up that crust. Now, the everything dough is a no-knead dough, so you could have done this with your hands, but I usually prefer using a stand mixer. This way I can keep that moving along and be just a bit more efficient in the kitchen. So right here is when I get the stand mixer going, just to push around all the dry ingredients and get everything distributed evenly. Then I add in the water and even sometimes the oil here too. Let the stand mixer do its thing until all of the ingredients are combined and the dough begins to pull away from the bowl. Then turn it up a bit and knead the dough until it's smooth. This should take somewhere between 4 to 6 minutes, depending on how much you turned it up. If you chose to do this by hand, just knead it for about 8 to 10 minutes. On our website, we do have a video and a recipe for vegan walnut taco meat. I mentioned that because the beginning stages of that process are the same, with the soaking of the walnuts, then pulsing in a food processor. You want the walnuts to come out looking like crumbles, so be careful not to overdo it on the processor. Right about here, things begin to change from recipes. Let's add most of the dry ingredients to a bowl before cooking. After getting those together and stirring to combine, we're gonna get some oil or stock in a pan and then add walnuts to begin browning. Give it a quick stir to coat your walnuts, then sprinkle your dry seasoning across them. From here, you have one more dry ingredient to add, which is gonna be tapioca starch. You're gonna sprinkle that across the walnuts and then you're gonna add your wet ingredients. You wanna combine all of this well by stirring and scraping the bottom, making sure to move that to the top. This is how you're gonna make sure you're cooking all of the walnuts evenly. This sausage meat is a little spicy, but you can add or subtract the spiciness to your liking. But hey, don't be playing with my nuts. I mean, like, what you do with your sausage is your business.
What?
Just don't be playing with my sausage. Tofu is really like a giant sponge, and I completely get sometimes if you don't want to put up with the hassle of trying to squeeze all of the water out. I mean, some people are just trying to get the water out by using a whole roll of paper towels. I seen somebody adding like 50 encyclopedias on top. Or maybe you're in the kitchen trying to place like all of your heaviest pans on top of the tofu to drain it in some concoction kind of way. Yeah, what do you want me to say? It's me. I've done all 3 of them. Yep, just get yourself a press. This one will be linked in the description, but it is so much easier and less wasteful. Now, for this recipe, you technically don't need to squeeze the water out of the tofu at all, but I recommend it. So if you want to add like real flavor into your tofu, going through the hassle of draining it is the way to go. Removing all that water allows for other flavors to get soaked in. Either route you take, then your next step is to break it up. You could do that with a fork before or after you add it into the pot. Before you begin cooking everything, other than your peppers and your onions, get all your ingredients into one place so you can dump it in when you're ready. Add a little oil or stock in a skillet, then add your onions and peppers and cook to let them soften. Soon after, you could put your tofu into the skillet, and as I said before, you could break it up here or already have it broken up before you stir it in. Soon after you get your tofu into the skillet and stir it around to get it coated, flatten it out and pour the rest of your ingredients over the top. This is another super easy recipe and extremely tasty. All you're doing from here is stirring the tofu around, allowing it time to soak in the ingredients, which takes not even 2 to 3 minutes. It is going to smell so good, but try not to enjoy it before getting it onto the pizza. So for the pizza sauce, I usually make a cheese sauce. It's super easy and I'm gonna show you. It takes all of 5 to 6 minutes. We're gonna start out making a roux by melting butter and adding flour in. Give that about a minute, then pour your vegan milk in. Any milk would do, but my suggestion is to use the oat milk if you can. I like it because oat milk is already a pretty thick milk, similar to what you might have been used to before going vegan. The goal here is to cook this for a few minutes to get everything thickened up. Remove this from the heat and add in your favorite dairy-free cheese. When I'm without cheese, I simply use a little tapioca starch and nutritional yeast instead. Now set that aside to let it cool and begin to roll out your pizza dough. I typically do this by hand, but an easier way is to use a rolling pin. This way you don't even have to worry about, stretching it too far or even poking a hole in it. Before getting good at making it, that used to give me anxiety, I swear. Add your cheese sauce and spread it from end to end. Then I like to add in the scramble, making sure to get enough on the pizza to have a good mouthful when you bite. Then I sprinkle the sausage on here, carefully placing it here and there on the pizza. Now just have some fun. Add some bacon bits, a little bit more cheese, whatever you want. After you're done topping it, move it to the oven. All right guys, so while we wait on the pizza, I wanna go over a few new things we have going on the website. First, go check out our last video so you can add more dinner recipes to your week. We have 3 incredible meals that are all easy and done within 30 minutes. We also posted cookie dough ice cream sandwiches. Oh yeah, you're looking at it. Those things are real good. Lastly, our cinnamon roll for this Sunday is a peaches and cream cinnamon roll. And oh my God, this thing was delicious. I encourage you to go make it and tag us on Instagram. Now, back to see what that pizza looks like. Here it is, your delectable breakfast pizza. Enjoy. Family, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and let's catch up in the comments. And you know what to do till next time. Believe in good. Peace.